Football's a pretty interesting game. And just when you think you've got it all figured out, it gets damn right crazy. See, with all the new rules in the sport, I'd bet there are some rules you'd probably miss out on because of how super weird they are. And to kick it off, I'd start with this crazy one. In the Champions League, Premier League, or any other league, pretty sure we all know how it goes. The best teams face off with 11 players on the pitch against each other in some pretty epic matches, right? Well, here's where it gets crazy. According to the standard rules, the game doesn't even have to be played 11 versus 11. The game can kick off with just 7 players on a team. This is because that's FIFA's standard of an official team. Although I'm pretty sure the chances of this one happening anytime soon is kinda rare, but now you know this one. And the same applies to the red cards too. A team can get a maximum of 4 red cards in a match. Ever notice how if you channel your inner Ramos on FIFA and go red card crazy, you get a 3-0 loss and the game stops? This is because at least 7 players on a team are the official number FIFA requires to have on the game to start. You're probably thinking this is insane now. I know, but this is only the beginning. Because the thing with red cards in the game is, sometimes you can bag them without fouling anyone. Yep, again, according to the rules, a player can get sent off even before the game starts. If the ref sees or hears something offensive and regards it as a foul, that's the end. This one's happened to my former United OG, Patrice Evra, when he was at the Olympique Marseille. Dude got sent off as a sub without even coming on after he got into a fight and the ref busted him. And to show you how serious they are with this one, it isn't just limited to players too. Even coaches and their staff can get sent off before the game kicks off or without entering the field. No wonder Jose Mourinho bags so many red cards. Dude must totally hate this rule. Kickoffs are a deciding factor in any match, all because of a crazy rule story attached to it. Hold on for a sec and think about this. Ever wondered why, before a game starts, the 2 captains of each team come to the center circle with the ref? It ain't just for pictures and handshakes, it's for something else. See, the coin toss is a very important feature of the game. The team that wins the coin toss gets to choose which half to attack and defend from. But it doesn't just end there with coins. If the game goes to a penalty shootout as well, the ref has to run another coin toss. And the team that wins gets to choose who starts first and at which end of the goal. Damn, and I thought these dudes were just out there following FIFA Ultimate Team coins to bag Messi. But listen, if all these rules are crazy, the next one is actually kinda cool. Apologies to any Barca fan watching this, but I'm not even gonna lie, when I saw this one, I legit thought it wasn't gonna count until it did, and I kept wondering why. And that's when I realized Torres did nothing wrong. Again, according to the rules, a player can't be outside from his own half. Fernando Torres is one really smart dude. It ain't just Torres pulling this one. Mohamed Salah's iconic goal against United in the 2019-2020 season is another example of perfect timing from your own half, and they both capped it off with goals too. But this next rule coming up, it doesn't matter the area of the pitch, it's always never going to count. Now, there is a reason why we have so many ball boys and balls on a match day pitch. See, I'm pretty sure everyone watching this is familiar with the game and knows pro ballers kicked pumped balls. But what happens when the ball loses air and deflates? Well, the rules state that the game has to be stopped and the deflated ball must be changed. So with this logic, it means a goal cannot be scored with a deflated ball. Nah, I don't think these rule guys played ball in the streets, man. We didn't even need actual balls. But these are the rules. If a goal is scored with a deflated ball and the referee finds out, now you know it isn't going to count. Although, if I'm being honest, the chances of this one happening in a professional game are like my chances of bagging chicks in high school. Pretty slim. But this next one, not so much, and is a whole load of controversial. When the ball goes out of play on the sidelines, one team usually has a player go to take a throw-in. Pretty standard stuff there, no fuss. But there's something else about throw-ins that the rules have pinned down. See, if a player throws the ball to his own goalie and it mistakenly goes into his net, it's not going to count as a goal. Instead, the referee will give a corner kick to the opposing team. This is because the ball didn't come in contact with anyone after an arm was used to bring it into play, so it's technically handball. Yeah, I know, crazy stuff. If the ball is thrown into the opposing team's goal, yeah, it still won't count too. Come on, this ain't basketball. Instead, the referee will award a goal kick and have him click the link to Mr. Football and subscribe to the channel. Might just write a letter to FIFA and ask them to bring this one back. Now guys, FIFA has a lot of rules on how goals should be scored and all, and when it comes to the celebrations, it's a different ballgame. Come on, think about this. We've all seen this one. A pro baller scores a 90th minute winner and takes off his shirt to celebrate, or jumps into the crowd, comes back, and gets a yellow card. See, most ballers know this because it's already in the rules, but what you don't know is there's a plot twist. Now we've got VAR in almost every major league. Every goal's going to be checked, and if there was a foul or offside in the lead up to the goal gets chalked off. But the yellow card stays. Unlike the others, the rule guys have a decent explanation for this. The reason the card stays is because the impact of the celebration is the same as if the goal was scored. Might not want to tell this one to Aruskas Milik in person though. Oof! Notice how all these rules are made up by the authorities? Well, this next one, it's about the players. In every match, it's pretty common to see the coach or guy in charge make a couple of subs during the game, sometimes because of injuries, tired ballers, or to give some bench guys a few minutes on the field. But what you're about to find out next will stun you, because even though it isn't pretty common, the players can refuse to get substituted. See, under the laws of the game, the referee has no specific power to force a player to be substituted, even if the coach or team captain wants to make one. Now, there is this one time this rule came into play, man, and it was epic. Damn, Kepa wanted to play so hard. Even though his coach, Maruzi Sarri, was pissed because of this rule, there was nothing he or the referee could do, and Kepa stayed and played on. Now, the goalies like Kepa have a couple of specific rules that apply to them, but nothing beats the count at all. This one is for the FIFA OGs back in the day. Remember whenever the keeper held the ball and that 6-second clock showed up? Well, the clock was there for a pretty unique reason. See, to avoid time wasting, goalkeepers are allowed to hold the ball for a maximum of 6 seconds. If, after the count, they're still with the ball, a foul is given, and the opposing team gets an indirect free kick. That's why in the game forces the goalies to kick the ball straight after the 6-second count, and it's all making sense now. The goalies who break this rule usually get a yellow card, like my man Jordan Pickford. Dude is addicted to eating seconds off the clock. See now, this was supposed to be on the list of super strange rules FIFA has in the game, but after they saw the stuff Emilio Martinez and Argentina did at the World Cup, they created an entire rule dedicated to them to stop it from ever happening again. When it comes to penalties, the goalies are usually the ones people have eyes on, and it's a whole load of pressure. Now, some goalies have found a way to deal with it, like Emilio Martinez. In the 2021 Copa America semifinal match versus Colombia, the game went to a penalty shootout, and Martinez knew if he wanted to help his team win this one, he needed to get the edge off. So he talked his way into the Colombian players' heads, literally. With his trash-talking skills, Martinez was able to save 2 penalties off the Colombians and eventually help his team win the whole competition. Now at this point, the guys at FIFA were taking note, but didn't say anything. Until 1 year later in Qatar, when Martinez pulled the ultimate one. In an epic blockbuster quarterfinal match versus the Netherlands, the game finished 3-3 and went into a penalty shootout. Martinez pulled out his bag of tricks again, and just like a year before, he was able to trash talk and dance his way to 2 penalty saves, and yeah, Argentina won the whole damn thing again. Now, there were a lot of complaints about Martinez's style of saving pens. I mean, it's cool to watch, but let's be honest, if you're the dude taking the pen and he's getting into your head like that, it's guaranteed to put you off. And because of that, FIFA has put into place a new law that states that goalies cannot move or taunt a player during pens. Seems like a huge loss for the goalies, but a win for the players. Wonder how Martinez is going to cope after seeing this one. Truth is, it ain't just Martinez, man. Argentina has had a whole load of controversial decisions over the years, from the moment Diego Maradona stole the World Cup, to making the Queen use cuss words. Just click the next video to find out the most controversial moments in football history.